Good morning, everyone. I am very, very, very excited to be with you this fine Monday morning. It is about 9:30 in Zoom. This morning on my show, I'm very excited. I have a very special guest that is going to be joining us shortly, and I am going to look up for him. So I was just curious if there is anyone on here. If you are, go ahead and pop in and say hello so that I can see you. Let me see. And I am going to bring my special guest, Vic. I'm going to mess it all up. But there, how are you? Good morning.
I'm doing great, my friend. How you doing?
I am doing great. Where are you?
I'm in New York City. I'm working on my
Uh-huh.
road. Yeah.
Are you? Are you? Is it nice out over there right now?
It's actually kind of cloudy today. It's about 80 degrees, but kind of cloudy. We might get some rain, but overall the weather is fine. How is it over where you are?
Ah, sunny. I'm in San Diego, so it's pretty much
Oh,
always the same here, no matter what.
mhm. I love
Well,
San Diego. I love San Diego. It's great weather. It is a wonderful city.
it is. It is. We're very, very lucky to be here. For those of you just joining us and those who don't know, Victor is, I met him, oh my gosh, were you at Breakthrough to Success in Philadelphia?
Yes, we met there last year. Hmm.
Yeah, that was our first time meeting. And so Victor's a certified trainer with Jack Canfield. He's authored several books. You did, was it Date with Destiny? Was it, Dating Destiny, right?
Yes. Yeah, with Nate
Yes.
O'Brien, one of my mentors, and I'm in Jack's new book, Success Breakthroughs.
Is that out now?
Yeah, it came out August 16th, so it's been out a few weeks.
That is fantastic. That is wonderful. So, and then also you wrote a book called You Can Become Successful.
That is
Was
correct.
that your
Yes,
was that
that
your
was my
first book?
that was my first solo book. Hmm.
Well, look at you. You're just doing it, living the dream. And then now I see that you're a transformational trainer, you're a coach, you're just helping others, get where they want to be too. So tell me a little bit about that, like what you're doing.
Yeah, so basically, I just try to mentor people just to help them work on their limiting beliefs, their blocks, help them become more consistent, more focused. A lot of it is what I've learned from Jack in his Breakthrough to Success in the Trainer Trainer program. It's not enough to have knowledge. There are certain other things that stop us, and many people have limiting
Uh-huh.
beliefs, very often very subconscious, which stop them from obtaining success. So those are things that I go over with people when I talk to them, when I mentor them, when I coach them, and I get them also try to get them clear as to what do they want with their lives, what are their goals. So a lot of times people don't think about these things, and if you don't know your goals, you don't know what to shoot for.
Uh-huh. You know what I call you? Every time I see one of your posts, I go, he's a no nonsense kind of guy. Like you really are. Like you put it out there. It's like people stop doing that.
Exactly. You have to stop doing certain things because if you keep doing here's the thing: if you keep doing the things that are going to stop you from succeeding, you're never going to go anywhere. And you
Yeah.
got to focus on the things that are going to help you succeed, and you got to be consistent with it. Because here's the thing: the mind is like a garden. It takes nothing for the weeds to grow, but if you want the garden to grow, you have to totally cultivate, take care of it. If you don't work on that garden, it's going to be overgrown with weeds. The same thing with your mind. If you don't take care of your mind, you don't work on making it positive and powerful. If you don't work on that mindset, guess what? It's going to be overgrown with weeds, which are called negative thoughts. You don't have to do anything. The negative thoughts will come out. It's just part of human nature. So you need to take care of your mind the way you take care of a garden. Otherwise, it'll sprout out with weeds.
That just makes absolute sense. When you just let it go willy-nilly, I mean, all kinds of crazy thoughts start coming in there, and that can definitely lead you down a path you don't want to be on.
Oh, absolutely. They say the average person thinks about 50,000 thoughts a day. It's overwhelmingly negative, and a lot of times we don't pay attention to the thoughts we say to ourselves. They say that
Hmm.
if you talk to your friends the way you talk to yourself, you probably wouldn't have any friends because we say a lot of things about ourselves. Oh, I can't do that. I'm not worthy. Why would anyone want to be with me? Why would anyone want to buy from me? Why would anyone want to work for me? A lot of times we don't even notice these things. We're saying these things to ourselves throughout the day, and it sabotages us.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You know, it does. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about accountability and how you have, and what does accountability mean to you?
Accountability means that you have to be accountable for the things you say you're going to do day in and day out. It's not making excuses, not procrastinating, and if you don't do it, just say, okay, now I need to take care of this and stop blaming other people. It's like what the first success principle Jack teaches is take 100% responsibility for yourself. Because if you don't take 100% responsibility, your life's going to be a mess. You're not going to be successful because you try to blame everyone. And when you blame other people, other circumstances, the economy, the weather, guess what? You weaken yourself and you wind up not being solution oriented. You just say, I can't do this. So very often you don't take the action that's required. So it all starts with taking 100% responsibility. So number one, you have to make yourself 100% accountable. Now, if you're an entrepreneur or another business person who works for themselves, it is really hard to keep yourself accountable because when you're at a job, usually your
Hmm.
boss, your supervisor keeps you accountable. Because if you don't do the work, you'll get into trouble. You might get terminated. But when you're working for yourself, it's a lot different because there's no boss looking over your shoulder. So you number one have to hold yourself accountable. Another thing I recommend doing is to get yourself an accountability partner, someone you talk to maybe once or twice a week. Some people do it 5 times a week. And this person, when you talk to maybe 5 to 10 minutes a day max. They want to know what you're doing. Did you do it? And if not, get to it. Do it. They will not take any excuses from you. And when you know you have an accountability partner to talk to every day, you're going to make sure you're going to do the work because you don't want to say, "Oh, I didn't do it," or "I just got lazy," or "I got tired," or whatever. So there's extra
Right.
incentive to get things done. You can also have your mentor be an accountability partner for you too. If you have weekly calls with your mentor can keep you accountable. But definitely try to get some sort of accountability partner because it gives you that extra accountability. Yes, number one, keep yourself accountable, but also it's good to have someone else hold you accountable because it gives you that incentive to get things done. Because you don't want to keep saying to this person, "Oh, I didn't do it," because they're not going to take
Yeah.
excuses.
Yeah, definitely. Have you used an accountability partner yourself?
Yes, and yeah, and my accountability partner keeps me accountable because every time I get on the call with her, I have to make sure I do these things, and I don't make any excuses, and vice versa. She knows I won't take any excuses, so she's always doing the things she needs to do, and vice versa, and it really keeps you focused and keeps you productive. You don't get lazy about things. You don't procrastinate as much. So I find it very helpful in my life, and I recommend for those that don't have one, try to get yourself one.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's talk about that a little bit more, where we're going to jump into you. And because you've had an accountability partner, I can see, I mean, the list of things that you've already accomplished just so early in life is just absolutely fantastic. So what are you working on right now? What is your dream? What is your goals that you have right now that's going on?
All right. So number one, right now my main focus is working on being a transformational trainer. The other thing I'm working on right now is I am trying to get more into public speaking because I want to share my thoughts, my wisdom with other people, and try to give them hope and inspiration. So that's one thing I'm branching out into now. And I'm working on a program in which I'm going to be a closer for other companies. So just try to hire myself out to other people and close potential prospects for them. So it's a field I'm really interested in. So those are my main focuses right now. And probably sometime next year, I'll probably get another book out. I'll probably start working on that at the end of the year.
You know, for me, I'm not in the business world really too much. So what is it? What would that look like? A closer for other businesses? What would you do? What do you do?
For example, say you have a high ticket product. It could be funny. Say it's for 5,000 or 10,000, and they have prospects and they need people to talk to them. So they hire people to talk to them, and then if you close the person, they'll give you a certain percentage. It varies anywhere between 5 and 20%. So if it's $1,000 product, maybe they give you $100. If it's 10,000, maybe they give you 500 or 1,000. It depends on the company. So yeah, they need people to try to close them because especially if these coaches have these programs, you don't have time to talk to all these prospects. So they try to get other
Uh-huh.
people to call them and try to close them on the phone for them.
That's awesome. So you go in and build a relationship with the people, build trust with the people, and then you're able to promote the product or basically sales, for whatever it is that they want to do. So you're the one that goes in there and gets the job done.
Right, yeah, exactly. You're the one trying to call them, build a relationship with them, and try to make them aware of their needs. Usually, they have to fill out some sort of questionnaire, so you have an idea of what they're doing, where they are in life, what they're looking for. So it gives you, before you kind of have some idea of what they're looking for, which gives you a better idea as to what to talk to them about on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
So tell
because
me
if
about
you,
your coaching. You have a coaching program that you offer?
yeah, so yeah, for those people who are looking to go do more with their lives, I highly recommend, no, not just go to me, but I can tell you from my personal experience, having a coach, having a mentor has made things a lot easier for me because before I got a coach, I had no idea what I was doing. I was doing everything wrong, and it's worth the investment because a coach will guide you to the things you should be doing. They'll save you a lot of time, and they're going to save you a lot of hassle and hard. Because very often when you try to do things on your own, you just get into trouble. If you look at the greatest athletes in the world, they all have coaches and trainers. So I recommend to anyone, if you don't have one, try to get one. So yeah, again, so as I was saying before, so I coach people, do weekly calls with them, go over what they're trying to do, where they're falling short, guide them into what the things they need to do, work on their mindset, because a lot of times one of the biggest problems with people is their mindset. They don't have that belief in themselves. It's for a variety of reasons. A lot of it often goes back to childhood. I think a lot of people have a lot of issues going back to childhood. It's okay, but you need to be aware of them.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that as soon as I got a coach, my life just went from okay to amazing, like
Mm-hmm.
absolutely amazing, like where I thought, and then having that person that's in your corner that believes in you and then can kind of, not necessarily tell you what to do, but kind of guide you and get you going in the right direction. A coach is highly invaluable. Sometimes for me personally, like if I would have had having an accountability partner, I started there because it was either you can do it for free or it's a less
Mm-hmm.
expensive option. So you have an accountability partner, like my business, what I do, but in a perfect world, an accountability partner who's somebody who will keep you accountable to what it is that you want to do. So you can say, I want an accountability partner to help me earn enough money, so that I can hire a coach, right? So what
Mm-hmm.
can you do every day so that I'm going to not drink Starbucks every day and I'm going to take that money, invest it in a coach so that I can invest it in me. So, it's like levels. There's mentors and there's accountability partners and there's coaches, but they're all basically accountability partners. So that's fantastic. So how can people get a hold of you?
All right, there are several different ways. They can go to my website, victordedaj.com, and my last name is spelled D as in David, E as in Eddie, D as in David, A as in Apple, and you can also remember it's Jade, it's spelled backwards. You can also contact me on Facebook at facebook.victordedaj.com, and you can also email me at victordedaj@victordedaj.org.
You know what would be super cool? I think in the bottom, like right underneath, where this video is posted, why don't you go ahead and put all your information in there? That way people can they've already seen the video. They don't have to go back and watch the whole thing. They can just go on there and click on it, put a link to your website. I'll put a link to Go for Goals Accountability Partners in there, and then you guys can all just go in and watch what's going on, and we can get a hold of us that way. Does that sound like a good plan?
Sounds great. Absolutely.
All right. Fantastic. All right, my dear. It was so lovely catching up with you, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, number one, I look forward to seeing you again too. It was a pleasure being here, Trina. And I would say a few things to people. Number one, take 100% responsibility for yourself. Get yourself a mentor, a coach, or an accountability partner at least. Believe in yourself. Work on your mindset. Your mindset is the most important thing. When you have a great mindset, you're capable of many great things. Be consistent. Work day in and day out. Be focused. Focus on one thing at a time. People are not good at multitasking. You'll be far more productive if you focus on one thing at a time, focus on one business at a time. You can add income streams later on, but start off with one thing. Because if you try 10 different things, you'll succeed at none of them. So be focused. Look to other people who've succeeded. Work on your affirmations. Become positive, and surround yourself with successful people. That's very important because very often the people around us are negative. So surround yourself with successful people and be persistent and never give up. You do those things, you're consistent, you do all those things, I guarantee you'll be successful in the long run.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being on the show. I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Trina. It's great talking to you, and I hope to see you soon in the future. Have yourself a wonderful day, my friend.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.